Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix when the game is not loading on your Windows computer. Now the first step is to run the game from the game installation folder. Now for this you can make a right click on the game, select manage, click on browse local files. It will take you to the game installation folder. Open this folder, binaries win64. Then over here make a double click, launch the game from here and then check. If that does not work, make a right click, go to properties, go to this tab, put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator and then hit apply and then click on OK. Make a double click, launch the game from here. If that does not work, again go to properties, this time put a check over here, select Windows 8, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game and then check. Still not working. This time select Windows 7 from the list, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game. Still not working. Put a check on disable full screen optimization, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game and then check. Still not working. Go back and do the same thing with this exe file and then check. Still not working. So when you put a check on all these boxes, still not working, in that case you can uncheck these boxes and then hit apply, click on OK, go back and do the same thing with the first exe file and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to close all the overclocking application. So if you have do not overclock. If you have overclocked your computer, then set overclock to default. So if you have overclocked your computer, set it to default and then close all the overclocking application. Like if you're using MSI Afterburner, Rivatuner, or any kind of overclocking application, close all the overclocking application and then launch the game. Also, if you have this services running in task manager, you can just make a right click on the start menu and then go to task manager. If you have this nahimic svc64 services running or any lighting services running, you can just make a right click and then click on end task. This is just an example. So close the lighting services and then check. Next step is to skip this step if you're not able to launch the game. So if you're not able to launch the game, follow the next step. But if you're able to launch the game, you can try this. So first of all, do not skip cutscenes. So when you launch the game, if let the cutscene run and then you can play the game. Switch to full screen. You can even switch to window mode. Press Alt+Enter after launching the game. Turn off frame generation, disable DLSS, lower down graphics settings, and then you can check. So if you are able to launch the game first. So once you launch the game, do not skip the cutscene. So here you can see cutscene is running. So if you press the space key, it might skip it. So do not skip it. Let the cutscene complete and then you can check. So once you launch the game, you can go to settings and then go to video over here. And over here, if this is set to like borderless, so for many user borderless is giving trouble. So in that case, you can switch to full screen. And if the resolution is set to 4K, you can try 1920 into 1080p. You can even lower down more, and then you can check. If that does not work, the next step is to press Alt+Enter after you launch the game. So once you launch the game, just press Alt+Enter to switch to window mode and then check. You can even switch to window mode from here. Switch to window mode and then check. Next step is to turn off frame generation. Now this has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So go to scroll down. Now over here, if you're using DLSS, then in that case you can see DLSS frame generation. You can turn this off. In my case, it is already off. Now over here you can see AMD. If you're using AMD FX, in that case you can just turn off AMD FSR3 frame generation. You can turn it off and then you can check. Next step is to disable DLSS. Now in my case, this is already off, so you can just turn this off and then check. Also lower down graphics from ultra to very high or high. So you can scroll up and over here you can see this is quality preset is set to ultra. So you can switch to very high. This has worked for many players, or you can even set to high. You can even go for medium, and then you can apply the settings, and then you can check the performance. Now the next step is to allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. So if you have any third-party antivirus like Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, whichever antivirus program you have, allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows Security, then open Windows Settings, go to Privacy and Security, and then click on Windows Security, and then click on Virus and Threat Protection. Scroll down at the bottom, you will see Manage Ransomware Protection. Click on it. Now click on Allow an app through control folder access. Click on Yes to allow, and then click on Add an allowed app. Click on Browse all apps, and then go to the game installation folder. So in my case, the game installed in this location. So open the game folder, select the game exe file, click on Open. Again, click on Add an allowed app, Browse all apps, and then open this Hell is Us binaries Win64. Select this exe file, click on Open. And once it is added, now type in Control Panel, go to Control Panel, System and Security, Windows Defender Firewall. Click on Allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Click on Change Settings. Click on Allow the app. Click on Browse. Again, go to the game installation folder and open the game folder. Select the game exe file. Click on Open. Click on Add. In my case, it is already added. Again, click on Allow another app. Click on Browse, and then open this folder, binaries Win64. Select this exe file. Click on Open, and then click on Add. Once the game is added over here, now you can launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to update the BIOS. Now this has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell website. If you have Lenovo, go to Lenovo. So whichever brand you have, go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number, make sure that you select your computer, and then update the BIOS. In case of laptop, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10% and the AC adapter is connected to the computer. During the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. After the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. Next step is to, as I told you, do not overclock, set it to default, close all the overclocking application, and then check. Next step is to try DX11 or DX12 in the launch option. Now for this, make a right click on the game, select properties, and then over here in the launch option, type in -DX11, and then you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can even try DX12. So type in -DX12, launch the game, and then check. Still not working, you can remove this and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to delete the config file. When you delete the config file, all the saved settings will be lost. So to delete the config file, you can open File Explorer and then go to the documents. Go to this PC first. Let me check if no. Go to this PC, open C drive. Now open users folder. Now open your username folder, open app data folder. If you don't see app data at the top, click on view, select show code as on hidden items, open app data folder, open the local folder, and here you can see Hell is Us. Open this folder, open saved folder, open config. So this is the config folder. So you can just make a right click and then you can delete this config folder, and then you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can rename or delete the save game files. When you rename or delete the save game files, you will lose all the game progress. You have to start everything from scratch. So if you agree, you can rename this save game file, but create a backup first. To create a backup, go to the same location, this location. Here you can see the game folder in this location. So create a backup. So copy this folder, maybe paste it to the desktop. Once you have a backup created over here, now you can rename this folder .old. Now you can launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to verify the game files. To verify the game files, you can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties, go to install files tab, and then click on verify integrity of game files. Once the verification is 100% complete, launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to perform a clean installation of your graphics driver. So if you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA. So to perform a clean installation, go to NVIDIA website and then select your graphic card from the list. Make sure that you select your graphic card and then select the right operating system. So if you have Windows 11, select Windows 11. If you have Windows 10, select Windows 10, and then click on Find and once you click on find, you will see this page. Now here you will find the latest GeForce Game Ready driver. Now click on view, and then once you click on view, you will see the download option. Click on download and let the download complete. Now once the download is complete, run the exe file. Now once you run the exe file, you will see this screen. Click on agree and continue, and then select custom option over here. By default express would be selected. Select custom and then click on next, and then you will see this screen. Now put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Make sure you put a check on perform a clean installation and then click on next and let the installation complete. Once the installation is complete, restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. Now still not working. The next step is to use display driver uninstall, that is DDU, to clean and reinstall the latest graphic card driver. So if you have installed this application, you can search in Google, install it, and then you can launch this DDU. Once you launch it, you can select your graphic card over here. So select GPU. Now if you have NVIDIA, select NVIDIA. If you have AMD, select AMD, and then click on clean and restart. So let the cleaning complete and then restart your computer, and after the system restart, again go to NVIDIA or AMD website, install the latest graphic card driver, and then check. Next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box, and then click on graphics settings, and then click on add desktop app, and then go to the game installation folder, open the game folder, select the game exe file, and then click on add. Once the game is added, click on the game, select high performance over here. Again, scroll up, and then you have to select the main exe file, that is help is us binaries win64. Select this exe file. This is important. Now once the game is added, again you have to click on the game. So find the game in the list over here, click on the game, and then select high performance over here, and then you can launch the game and then check. Still not working. Next step is to update Windows to the latest version. This is important. So open Windows settings, go to Windows Update or Update and Security, and then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed over here, then restart your computer, and after the system restart, you can launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to install Visual C++ file. For this, copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. On this website, scroll down here, you can see Visual files. You have to install this x86 and x64 version. So install both the files. So click on it, and then you can run this exe file. Now if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install button, hit install. Click on yes to allow. Download this x64 file as well. Again, run this exe file. Now if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install button, hit install, and let the installation complete. Make sure both the installation are complete. Once installed, you have to restart your computer. Restart is a must after this, and after the system restart, launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to unplug all the external devices. So if you have HOTAs, wheel, pedals, any kind of USB adapter connected to the computer, disconnect it. Disconnect extra controller connected. Sometimes we have a dongle connected, disconnected. Disconnect multiple monitor. Try launching the game on single monitor. If you have enabled the Steam overlay, you can make a right click on the game, go to properties, and turn off the option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game, and then you can launch the game. Next step is to close all the other overlay applications. Like if you have Discord running, go to Discord settings, turn off overlay. Now if you have NVIDIA app running, open NVIDIA app, and then go to NVIDIA app settings and turn off overlay. So close all the overlay application and then launch the game. Also, if you have any third-party services or application running, close it. If you have undervolted your computer, remove the undervolt and then launch the game. Next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in View Advanced System Settings in Windows search box, and then click on View Advanced System Settings, and then click on the first settings, and then go to Advanced tab, and then click on Change over here, and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive, and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size, and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about, and total RAM in my case is 16 gigabyte. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So, and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK. And over here it's 16 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 RAM 16 GB. So 16 into 1024. 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5. 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576 and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case that is 16 gigabyte. I have 16 gigabyte of RAM. So 16 into 1024. I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3. That is 49152. 49152. 4915152. Now click on set over here. Then click on OK. OK. Apply. OK. OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now still not working. The last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drives. So if that does not work, if nothing works, you can just uninstall the game, go to the game installation folder, delete the game folder, restart your computer, and then install the game to C drive. So if the game is installed to D drive or E drive or any external drive, try to install the game to C drive and then check. If the game is already installed to C drive, then try to install the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to run this game successfully on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.